All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Shipping out some orders this morning. Hopefully you guys had a good day in sales yesterday. Yesterday actually was really good. We listed a bunch of stuff on eBay. We also cross-listed. I cross-listed like 20 or 30 items yesterday. So sales on eBay picked up. Even though I cross-listed a bunch, I didn't get much sales on Poshmark, Depop, or Mercari. Poshmark is still kind of dead for me. I think it's having a lot of issues right now. Obviously, we talked about that yesterday. But no Depop, no Mercari orders yesterday at all. I had a whole bunch of Depop offers, but they were all super low. I'm talking like Ralph Lauren shirts that I have priced at, 25. People were offering, $14 for. So those are just automatic declines. I don't have that much room on those. But what's up, Juliet? But yeah, sold a bunch on eBay yesterday. eBay was just cranking out. I think before I went to bed last night, I had $500 in sales on eBay. So I was like, okay, eBay's carrying today. Hopefully today will be a different story. Although this morning I already had a couple sales over on eBay as well. So it looks like eBay's moving. Kayla's about to go take photos out in the garage. We'll get some listings done today. A bunch of Ralph Lauren we're about to get listed because we just got a bunch in yesterday. So what's up, Juliet? What's up, Gladys? Welcome in. Appreciate you guys hopping in. Let me know how the mic sounds today. I actually hooked up the actual mic today because I noticed in the last couple lives, because we don't have much in this room, I'm hearing a bunch of echoes throughout the live. So I decided to go with the mic setup today. So let me know if this sounds better, if I have to adjust it. I was going to put it on the hat, but I feel like on the shirt you guys might be able to hear me a little bit better, and the audio should sound a little bit better too. So let me know if it's sounding better, if you're not hearing that much echoes in the background. And then we'll go ahead and get started. I put out a video yesterday too. If you guys didn't see that video, go check it out. It's just a little tool that I showed in the video. I don't know where it is. Kayla was using it earlier today. Sound glorious? Okay, cool. Little tool, go check out that video. The only reason I post that tool, I don't make much money off my Amazon affiliate, to be 100% transparent. I think it's 1%. The thing is $8. So I think I make whatever 1% of $8 is, like 80 cents is what I make, or 8 cents, whatever that is. 8 cents, right? Would it be 8 cents? Yeah, $1 would be 1% of $1. Yeah, so I make 8 cents per sale on that, so it's not much at all, but it's a really good tool. So that's why I decided to make that video. Go check out that little tool, because trust me, it's a game changer. My fingers, I had to button up like 20 or 30 Ralph Lauren shirts yesterday. And I remembered I had bought this tool like a month ago and I hadn't used it yet. It was just sitting in a drawer. I was like, wait, I have that little tool. Let me try it out to see if this makes the process easier. And I started doing it on all the shirts. I was like, dude, this is an absolute crazy game. Like my fingers are thanking me so much for that stinking little tool. It's only $8, so go check out the video if you want to buy it on Amazon. Of course, I get a little kickback, but it's only 1%, so it's not a huge kickback. Also, you can buy it on TikTok Shop too if you want. If you're over on TikTok and you want to buy it there, I think TikTok Shop is a little bit more expensive, but you might have a coupon. So, is eBay hard to navigate? I already sell on Poshmark and Mercari. No, so if you already sell on Poshmark and Mercari, eBay is going to be easy to navigate. The only thing that's different with eBay is you are going to have to set up your shipping. So with Poshmark and Mercari, you pretty much just set up your weights and they just give you the label. Whereas eBay, when you put in your listing, if I'm listing this, this is an Arc'teryx dress. I'm going to put this on the scale. It's going to weigh about 8 ounces. Let's say this weighs 8 ounces. You put that into your listing, and then you put your measurements into the listing. So if this is going to go in a poly bag, the poly bag's 9 by 11 typically. All poly bags that we use, we just put 9 by 11 into our listings. And then you buy your label afterwards. So you actually get a discount. The buyer pays full eBay rates on those labels. Sorry, I got the hiccups today. But that's the only difference. You're just setting up your listings. You don't have to share your closet with eBay like you do on Poshmark. You do send offers just the same. Pretty much everything is the same. The only thing that people have that first hurdle is shipping. That's it. So shipping, we'll go over shipping on this live. So you can always hop in these lives in the morning and we talk about shipping. So are you moving more away from eBay and Posh to whatnot? No, I wouldn't say we're moving away. I've always done a mix of everything. We've always done like 1 or 2 shows a week on whatnot. Do I think we're going to do more in the future? Possibly. I have this idea that I've been playing around with, especially after we move, because we already lost mom. Mom's found another job because she knows that we're going to move and she won't be able to move with us. So she had to proactively go find another job before we move. And I have this idea where I list certain items to eBay to keep eBay going, try to do like 10 to 15 listings a day. But then if we go out thrifting, I want to be able to go out thrifting, find like 30 items, go out in the parking lot and just sell them all in the parking lot, and then come home and ship them and do the next day do the same exact thing. Obviously, I'm not going to make as much money as if I listed those items on eBay, But I feel like if I do that model and I just go thrifting, find a bunch of really good stuff, then basically almost like wholesale it off to you guys on Whatnot, I think that could be a really cool model. And then of course, just keep eBay running in the background. So when we move, we might start transitioning a little bit more to Whatnot, but do it in a way that I don't think anybody's doing. I think a lot of people like Flip the World does it directly from the bins. And I think it would be a cool idea to just, we go find the inventory, really good stuff. We go right out into the parking lot, maybe, depending on what the temperature is outside. Go right out to the parking lot and just sell it all in the parking lot, come home, ship it all, do the same thing the next day. So we just go thrifting every day. I think that'll be good for content because right now we haven't gone thrifting in like 2 weeks because we've been setting up the house and we just don't have time to. And with the kids home, it'd be really nice to just go out to the thrift store, sell it, buy a bunch of stuff, sell it to you guys, and then just go the next day. Like I said, we're not going to be selling for as much as we would be on eBay. If I find a Ralph Lauren shirt for $5, I expect to sell for like 10 to 15 on Whatnot. That same shirt might go for 20 to 30 on eBay, but at least I get it in, get it out. So it's not Monday. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the title. Thank you. It's not Monday. It's Tuesday. I was doing a bulk buy this morning, so I didn't get a chance to do my normal stuff. And then I was trying to set up this mic and make sure it worked before the live. So yeah, it's not Monday, Chad, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so what's up? Happy Tuesday, everybody. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna do all Whatnot. I think we'll always be on multiple platforms. I think it's safe to be on multiple platforms, but maybe do a little bit more Whatnotting in the future. All right, let's go ahead and ship these orders. We have a few orders going out the door today. First up is a men's poncho shirt. I bought these wholesale direct to my door. This one is, okay, we got the right one. Men's size large poncho shirt. This one sold over on Poshmark for $52, brand new. I did lower the price on these because I noticed there's a lot of people with these on eBay right now. Looks like a bunch of people got these in wholesale. So what I did was I lowered the price a little bit and I got one to sell on Poshmark. I didn't actually lower the price on Poshmark, I just did it on eBay. But somebody came through, offered me a little bit lower and I accepted. So nice little sale. I have like 70 of these still to sell. I actually sold one on eBay yesterday too. Did she grab the one for eBay? Or is this the eBay one? Hold on a second. This might be the eBay one. Yes, it is. Good thing I didn't ship this one. Hey, we just sold something else on eBay. Yes, this is actually the eBay one. So I do have one that sold on Poshmark. I still got to go grab it. She forgot to grab it. But this one is an eBay one. So this one sold over on eBay. I adjusted the price from $79.99. I adjusted the price down to $64.99 on these, and one of them sold almost immediately. The person got a little notification that I dropped the price and they bought this shirt. So sold one on Poshmark, sold one on eBay. I'll have to go grab the Poshmark one shortly. Appreciate everybody hanging out too. Make sure you're liking the live wherever you're watching from. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to drop them in the chat. This is a good time to ask your shipping questions, your eBay questions, whatever questions you have on your mind. Feel free to drop those in the chat. And if you sold anything cool yesterday, of course, drop that in the chat too. Everybody likes to hear all the cool stuff that sold yesterday. Not just what I sold, but what you sold too. I just sold a Pendleton shirt on eBay. So eBay's already starting out pretty strong today. Yesterday was a really good day. Today's been really good. So I got my order from the other day. The green North Face pullover is sweet. Really nice stuff this time around. Thanks. Let's go, Ed. Appreciate you. Appreciate you always buying from us, Ed, too. We got that diamond show. So Ed, if you didn't hear on the other show, the diamond and the platinum show is not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. Make sure you bookmark that show. You should be able to see it because I think you're a diamond member. Bookmark that show because we're going to do some sweet giveaways for you guys, for those of you who have made it to the 2 top tiers. And then we're going to run some stuff, and the only people you have to compete against are the people that are there, and not everybody's going to show up too. So you're only going to have like probably 10 to 15 people to compete against for some really, really dope stuff. So make sure you bookmark that show if you haven't already. I want to make sure everybody gets in on it, and I'm going to do probably like a big giveaway on that show, like an actual just giveaway. You don't have to buy anything to enter for that giveaway. I might do like a pair of AirPods or something like that. And then we'll also do like $10 gift cards and stuff like that throughout the show, just for the people that made it to the top tier. And then what's cool is you'll start on gold tier next time. There's hair in my mouth. Well, hair just flew in my mouth. I think that's Kayla's hair. Her hairs are everywhere in this house. But you start on gold tier. So you'll automatically start with like a coupon and you're pretty close to the next tier. So next time you won't have to work as hard. Are you able to send open containers of beauty items, body butter? No, on eBay I don't think you can list, whoops, that one went to the wrong label. I don't think you can list pre-owned beauty products. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but as soon as the beauty product is opened, I don't think you can sell it because it's a It's a cleanliness issue on eBay. Same thing like selling used underwear. You can't sell used underwear on eBay. Yeah, I think you can. I don't think you can sell open jars. No, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't sell much beauty products. But I think once they're open, you can't. You're not really supposed to sell them. Maybe she did grab the poncho shirt. She has it over here, but she has the listing out, but she didn't grab it. I sold 3 Ralph Lauren vintage shorts, all the same size, for $80, made $50. It's funny you say that, Brittany, because I was actually thinking about making, because I'm getting a lot of Ralph Lauren in. I was thinking about making like bundle deals for Ralph Lauren, like 2 shirts for, instead of $22.99 plus ship, 2 shirts for like $42. So they save $2 if they buy 2 together. I was thinking about doing that on eBay, so I might still do that. What's up, Ovabs? But that's cool. You sold 3 vintage Ralph Lauren shirts, all the same size. Did they buy them separately, or did you have them all within the same listing? I'm guessing you're wrong. Can somebody get this guy out of here? At least my YouTube comments are coming through today. Sorry for yesterday, chat. My YouTube comments were not working yesterday. I have no clue why. I wish they weren't right now, so I didn't have to see Surf's comment. Next up, Arc'teryx. I just made a video on this, so you guys will see it later today. This is a women's Arc'teryx sleeveless dress. Kayla picked this up for $9.60. We found this at City Thrift like 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a little longer, maybe about a month ago we found this. Paid $9.60. This one sold for $39.99 plus ship. Arc'teryx is a great brand. Obviously, they're not really known for dresses. They're more known for like sweaters, jackets, things like that, pants. But even the dresses do well. This is more like a tennis dress style. Still sold for full asking price. So nice little sale right there. This has set for priority mail. That's weird. We'll go ahead and ship this out. They just bought this today, so I might actually, I know you're not supposed to do this, but because I'm doing same day shipping, I'm actually gonna ship this out ground instead of priority, and it should get there actually earlier. Yeah, it's gonna get there earlier than what they expect, so that'll work. Ground advantage, and it is shipping out. We've decided to step out of the resale game. I'm currently looking for a full-time job. Hey, that's okay. I just talked to somebody, I'm not gonna say who it is, but they're a content creator, and we had a good conversation like a week ago, and they were mentioning that they were going, they basically went back to a full-time gig because they got offered a really, really good job. It wasn't because they had to, it was because the job they got offered was a job that they really enjoyed doing and they wanted to do more of. And they got a really good opportunity to basically like high level in this job. And they were talking to me about it, and they were like, you know what, I feel bad because I make reselling content. I almost feel like I'm hurting the people that I'm trying to teach. And I was like, you know what, you're not hurting the people you're trying to teach. I would actually share more of that and let them know like what you're doing, where you're going, your opportunity that you have, and let them know like, hey, it's not because I'm failing as a reseller. It's because I want to do this full-time job, and that's completely fine. It is. You don't have to do reselling, and just because you start reselling, you got to resell it the rest of your life. If you get a good opportunity, or maybe your resale game isn't doing as well as you think it was going to, or it's supposed to be doing. Right now, we're heading into summer slowdown. So if you're hurting a little bit and you got to go get a full-time job, that's perfectly fine. People leave and go to new jobs all the time, and you always have reselling, so you can always resell on the side when you come home from your full-time job. So don't feel bad about that. I think that's perfectly fine. So. I just want to say thank you for your transparency, enjoyed learning from you, and wish you and the family the absolute best. Appreciate you, OVABs. I literally had 3 of the same shorts. I listed them separately, and the buyer bought all of them at one time. Okay, so you had them separate. That's pretty cool. Okay, I was thinking about making bundle listings, but hey, they came in separately and bought them all. Same size. That's the way to do it right there. I think I know who you're talking about, and I was glad he shared that. I don't know if they have yet. So I haven't looked at their new stuff, but possibly. I did talk to them and let them know like, hey, you should probably share this. And hopefully they did. I didn't listen to their new stuff. So if we're talking about the same person, it'd be pretty cool if he took my advice and did that, because I think that would help a lot of people. I think a lot of people think just because they stop reselling, they've completely failed. And that's not the case. I mean, you can always come back to this. There's businesses. With every business, you have ups and downs, okay? When I did this full time, especially, I'll say this, especially that first year when I paid my taxes, I didn't realize like the tax, how much I would be taxed the first year. And after that first year, there was a point in time that I was like, man, I might have to go get a full-time job because this whole tax thing is kind of crazy. But then the following year, year after year, I've got better with my taxes. I don't have to worry about it at all now. But yeah, I almost failed at that point because I made the mistake of not, taking enough out, keeping enough for myself. And that's part that a lot of people struggle with too. So if I were to have gone back to a full-time job for 6 months just to pay off the taxes and resell on the side and then come back to full-time reselling, I would have done that. I wouldn't have felt bad about it. So do you have better sales with men's clothing only? No, we sell men's and women's. I forgot to show this, by the way. We sell men's and women's, a mix of both. Some brands do better men's than women's, and then opposite for some other brands. But we do both. Next up, I forgot to show these. These are Bill's Khakis pants. These are going to be in the video today too. Plain blue pants, but the brand is Bill's Khakis. They're actually really hard to find. The label on these are all the way down on the inside pocket. I only paid $2.12 for these. Not a lot of people know about this brand. It looks really, really plain. This one sold for $24.99 plus shipping. Paid $2.12. So nice little flip right there. Made about $17 profit after all fees, cost of goods, all that good stuff. So two guys been around for a while. He'll still be on the same. Okay, cool. That's good. I like that. He did share it. Awesome. I told him he should. I told him he shouldn't hide from that. He should put that information out. So I'm glad he did. I'm glad he took my advice because yeah, he's a good guy. I've been following him for a while. I'm not going to put his name out there because I don't know officially if it's the right person. Once I know it's the right person, I'll put his stuff out because he probably wants people to listen to what he has going on. But he's a good dude. He knows what he's doing. He's taught a lot of people. He helped me get into the resale game. He helped me learn a lot. And I don't think that's something that he should hide from. I think it's something that he should embrace and teach people about because there's a lot to teach about that. Definitely not a fail for us. Sorry, I'm missing comments. Definitely not a fail for us. Choosing to simplify our life so that we can travel, relax. There you go. Perfect. You're adjusting your life exactly what you want it to do. Like everybody has their own goals, their own ambitions, what they want to do in life, and you are just adjusting yours. And there's always opportunity to go back and forth between what you want to do. You're always going to change. So that's awesome. Awesome. Appreciate you sharing that too. How do you pronounce this again? Armenegildo Zenya? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't freaking know. 100% cashmere for $20 in my local thrift store. Pass or pick up. What is it? 100% cashmere what? Is it a sweater? Is it a shirt? Is it a tie? What is it? Thanks for introducing me to Nifty. Amazing tool, easy to use. I'm telling you, Nifty is the best. Nifty sends out offers, delist, relist for us, does everything. I will say this. If you're using Nifty right now on Poshmark, I highly suggest you turn off the delist, relist for Poshmark only. And the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people are having issues with just delisting items on Poshmark, sold listings. So you want to be delisting as little as possible. And I'll say this like I've said it multiple times. The only benefit you get from a delist, relist on Poshmark, completely different from eBay, Mercari, and Depop, is you get on the newly listed page. With eBay, Depop, and Mercari, when you do a delist, relist, you get moved back to the top of search. With Poshmark, you do, but you also do with a share too. So you might as well just share your listings multiple times a day instead of doing the delist, relist method for the time being until they fix everything. I talked to Surfs about this yesterday too because he got bananaed for 7 days on suspended on Poshmark. Just turn it off. Don't keep that on because again, you don't get a huge benefit from that. Keep it on for eBay, Depop, and Mercari, but not for Poshmark. You always have a plan for the hard times. I'm listening like crazy and plan on buying more storage units next month. Good. Now is the time to buy. If you have the opportunity and you're cash heavy, this little down spurt, because you're going to see the sales are going to start trickling off, and there's going to be a lot of people leaving the business during this period of time over the next couple months, summer slowdown. If you're cash heavy, you're going to make a lot of money because you're going to be able to buy this stuff really cheap, sell it. You can sell it early, or you can hold on to it for Christmas season and make a bunch of money on it. So what's up, Caleb? Welcome in, Caleb. If you guys didn't see Caleb's story, we did start wholesaling some of our bales off to some sellers, and Caleb was one of those people that got the first bale. I used Caleb because I know he's trustworthy. I wanted to get his honest opinion. I know he's going to be super, super honest with us so we can make the process a little better. So if you saw his stories, he got a bale from us. So I'll have to see how he likes it. I'm struggling with paying myself now. I'm not buying more inventory. I'm trying to pay off some debt. Not sure how much to give myself. Any suggestions? That's hard because I'd have to know your financial situation. So I'll say this, before I ever went into reselling, I paid off all of my debt except for my house. So that way I didn't have any debt. I had very, very little risk going into this. If you have debt, what I would do is I would pay yourself as little as you possibly can and put all of it, all the rest into your debt and whatever you can into buying inventory, but really focus on getting that debt paid down. But pay yourself what you can take minimally. So whatever you can live off of, that's what I would take from your resale business. Everything else goes into debt and bringing in new inventory. And set yourself aside like whatever amount that is, like $1,000 a month to buy new inventory. Don't go over that $1,000, no matter how good the deal is. Stick to that $1,000. Everything else goes back into your debt. Pay off your debt first. Debt's a killer. Love the podcast. Yes, I do too. Cashmere blazer, $20. Seeing comps all over the place. It depends on what fabric is on the inside of that. If it's a special fabric, if it's just 100% cashmere for 20, it's not bad. You can double your money on that. If it's just a basic Xenia blazer, I'd probably buy that. Just make sure there's no holes on that too. Make sure there's no holes. When eBay sales don't cut it, furniture and appliance sales will compensate. Yeah, I saw a video of a guy that flips couches. I've been watching different resellers on TikTok. There's a guy that sells watches. I shared him with Surfs too. I find the watch game very interesting. Like people are, you pay $10,000 for a watch to make $300, but it's like instant money. And people are like, you're not making enough money on your $10,000. But like, if you pay 10 grand and you make $300 in 20 minutes, who cares? Like that's really, really fast sales. And then there's a guy on TikTok that I follow that sells couches. He has a whole warehouse where he just goes and gets couches on Facebook Marketplace, and then he flips them locally. It's got me thinking about different ways to resell. Glad it's mobile friendly. Yes, it is. I'll be launching Nifty next month. Yeah, use the link in my bio. You can use it before you get it, Troy. Do that 7-day free trial. Test it out for the first week, and then if you like it, you'll get 15% off your first month. I'll actually throw the code in the chat. You can always come back to this live and click on it, or go to my bio and click on it. But you do the 7-day free trial and test it out and see if you like it. And I put that link down in the description. So I know we got more shipping to do, but we got lots of questions. So I like hanging out with you guys too and answering questions. So just bear with the chat. I think that's how a hat sold that was previously sold. I'm not following where you're at, Daniel. I got suspended with delist, relist off, and just because I sold a lot on eBay. Yeah. So like I said, I would just limit the amount you're delisting right now and just turn off delist, relist on Poshmark for Nifty. And then, yeah, you can even turn off the delist for sales and just cancel orders, because right now, it's a weird place over there. It's really, really weird. Going all on whatnot on Friday. So Caleb's selling all of his Patagonia on Friday. We got a show on Sunday, I think, this week with Patagonia and North Face. You get 2 opportunities for Patagonia and North Face this week. How much was shipping? So good question. The full-size bales, even shipping from where we are to California, only cost around $100. It's like $120 or $30 to California. To Caleb, I think it was right around $100. So it's not really that much more expensive. And we're also going to probably make half bales. But I want to get Caleb's opinion. I've already got opinion from somebody else. It does take some time to clean these pieces, and that's what Caleb's going to be doing over the next couple days, is cleaning all of his pieces and see how difficult it is to clean. And I'm going to get a lot of feedback from that too from him. So we'll see, because I want to make sure I'm fully transparent with what you're getting. You're going to get some flawed pieces. You're going to get some fake pieces. You got to know how to tell fake Patagonia North Face, because within these bales, they're sprinkled in some fake labels. It's just coming from a rag house. They're not doing the due diligence to check it over. So usually when we get a bale, we get like 1 or 2 fake pieces in there. And then the cleaning process. So you're going to have some flawed pieces. You're going to have to clean them up a little bit. But all in all, most of the pieces you're going to get, I would say about 90% of what you get in those bales after you wash them are in perfect sellable condition. Up to $300 a week, less than 2 months on eBay, 520 listed now. Let's go. Jeans, shorts, etc. Let's go. Got my storage unit moved into a bigger one, more spare room set up with listed inventory, working on cleaning the house before vacation. Let's go. I like it. Lots of things moving right now. This is a good time to like clean up stuff too. Like during the summer slowdown, clean up stuff, make your workplaces more efficient, and then going into Christmas season when everything's selling really fast, you have everything set up and ready to go. As vacation, hitting this reselling hard and cutting down on debt. That's the way to do it. Pay off as much as you can. I hate that I have a car payment right now. I had to do it because we had to trade in our car to get the Tesla. But I'm hoping over the next like couple months I can pay down the Tesla to where I don't have it anymore, have that debt. I bought 50 storage units last year to build my inventory. First 1,000 put in. Let's go. That's awesome. I've never done the storage unit game, but I hear it's really, really good. Is it just a relist option on Poshmark? Yes, I would turn it off right now. Like I said, this is just my advice. You want to be delisting as much as you possibly can. And again, the only benefit you get from Nifty with a delist, relist on Poshmark is you get put up to the newly listed page. So if you don't really care for that benefit, I don't care for that benefit. I just turned mine off. It's not that good of a benefit. With eBay, Depop, Mercari, it's way more of a benefit to get the delist, relist. So thrift store lady I work has 100-pound bales. She wants $25 each. So I'll say this, the bales that we're selling are brand specific. So with those bales, you're gonna get a bunch of random stuff, and I'd say probably 90% of what you get is gonna be unlistable, whereas our bales are all one brand, one Patagonia, one North Face bale. Sometimes we have a mix of Patagonia and North Face. That's what Caleb got. We have opportunity to buy all Carhartt bale, all Lacoste bales, all Polo Ralph Lauren bales. Every now and then you'll get like a random piece occasionally mixed in with those bales, but the majority, 99% of what you're getting is all the same brand. So that's the benefit to our bales. They're gonna be more expensive because you're just gonna get one singular brand instead of a mix of everything. All right, I caught up with chat, so let's go ahead and keep shipping. Next order is a Ralph Lauren. This is a men's size 2XB, good big and tall size for Ralph Lauren. Paid $7.46, and this one sold for $27.99 plus shipping. That's what reselling is for me to help pay down debt. I paid off $15,000 in debt in the last year and a half. Let's go. That's awesome. Yeah, before I started doing this full time, I did the same thing. I took all my profits and I rolled it into my debt and paid off. I paid off my car loan before I left my full-time job. I paid off my car loan, paid off my wife's student loan debt, and I paid off all my credit cards. I didn't have much in credit cards. I had like a couple grand. But I think in total, I paid off around $30,000 in debt, and I did that in just a few months. It only took me, I think, like 3 or 4 months to pay that off. I also paid it off during COVID when everything was selling like hotcakes because everything was shut down. So eBay sales were on fire. So during that period of time, during those 3 months, I basically took all that money and just rolled it into my debt and paid everything off. So my son flipped couches when he was in college, picked up couches for free because people didn't have the vehicle to haul away. He picked them up, put them in a storage unit, listed them on Facebook, 15K in 6 months. Yeah, that's what the guy on Facebook kind of does, or not Facebook, on TikTok kind of does. He shows how he goes and picks up these couches for free. He cleans them up a little bit. He puts them in a big, he stages them in a big warehouse space, takes photos of them. He has like a corner where he takes the photos, and then he just lists them on Facebook Marketplace, gets them for free, and sells them for like $700-800. So it's literally just free money just sitting out there. There's so many ways to make money. So many ways to make money. Next up, this is a Bad Birdie Polo size extra large. This one, we picked up a bunch of these in a bulk buy. This one sold for $35. Hope my hope my mic is working a little bit better today. Like I said, I was listening to the live the last couple days, and I noticed there's a lot of echo because this room doesn't have much stuff in it anymore. So I'm hoping the sound sounds a little bit better today for you guys. If it does, let me know. If it doesn't, I'll try to adjust it. But I wanted to make the sound quality a little bit better on these lives, not as crackly as it's been the last couple days. All right, this one's going out for 8 ounces. Buyer paid $7.15. I paid $4.62. We paid off $50K 7 years ago in 10 months, and we paid cash for our 12-acre with 2 houses. Holy cow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I actually, speaking of this, I actually talked to somebody today. I'm actually going to talk to my dad about it too. I want to see if my dad wants to go in 50-50 with me on this house, and I might turn it into a rental property. We have it up, we have it listed right now. But if it doesn't sell quickly, we might do that. I'm still up in the air about it. We're still thinking about it, but that'd be pretty cool to have, investment property. Next up, Tommy Bahama. This is a men's size 2XL, 100% silk Tommy Bahama floral shirt. It does have like a floral pattern going all the way throughout. Picked this up in a bulk buy for $8. This one sold for 27 buckaroos. We're gonna put this into a poly bag and ship it out. Tommy Bahamas are selling really well. I actually just picked up, I think like 15 Tommy Bahamas in a local bulk buy this morning. The guy that I usually do bulk buys with, he let me know that one of his friends that he met thrifting had a bunch of stuff he wanted to wholesale. He was going to sell it to him, but then he was like, no, just take it to me, the guy that he knows that buys a bunch of stuff off him. He said, just bring it here, bring it to him. He'll pay you more for it. So I actually bought, like 15 Tommy Bahamas this morning. I bought some Purple Label Ralph Lauren pieces. They need a couple spot cleans on those. And then just a bunch of like random stuff, like a Piranha shirt, things like that, that I got pretty cheap. So I'm pretty excited because Tommy Bahamas are selling really well. I'm going to take all the Tommy Bahamas that we got this morning, and we're going to try to list them this week and see if we can get some of them to move. But lots of 2XLs, lots of ones that look just like this one. And I was paying like $7 to $8 a piece for them, so I'm going to move them pretty quick for good cash, good money. Next up, we got another Ralph Lauren shirt, right? Is this Ralph? No, this is Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers men's shirt. This one doesn't have the hit on the front, but I only paid $4 for this locally in a bulk buy. It's a good size. It's size 17. And this one sold for full asking price really quickly for $19.99 plus ship. So if I can get these cheap enough, I definitely will pick them up. That would be amazing. I've always wanted to do that. Yeah, do a rental property. Yeah, I'm going to see if my dad wants to go in with me on this house or on the next house we buy. And then we can turn it into a rental property. Unfortunately, it's listed right now, so I'll have to pay. My agent is my sister, so I'd have to work out a deal where maybe I don't pay her a commission or pay her a small commission. But if my dad wants to go in 50-50 with me, we can keep this house, we can fix it up, we can rent it. Because to be 100% transparent, my mortgage on this house is $1,124 a month. I can probably rent this house out for $2,500 to $3,000 a month. So that's good profit. Obviously, you have expenses and things like that, fixes that you have to keep money set aside for. But that's like, if we do $2,500 a month, and even if we set aside like $250 a month for just natural expenses on the house, that's good profit every single month for a house. And then we get to keep the house too as an investment. So I'm thinking about it. And also limits are, if I make $800 a month, let's say on this house, I'm able to use that $800 for my payment for the new house. So we'll see what we're going to do. My photo station is in a stall in the barn, which is part of the house we live in. I would like to buy a bale through you eventually. I'm too slow at thrift stores. I take my time. Yeah, so we might have bales opportunities this week, and we're probably going to do half bales and full bales. And to be fully transparent on prices, full bales are going to be right around, I think the full bale is $1,250. You get a 100-pound bale for that price, and it's all going to be one specific brand. For Patagonia and North Face, you're going to get mixed. Patagonia and North Face, and then we're going to do half bales. Half bales are going to be 50-pound bales, and you're going to get Patagonia and North Face, and those will be $650. So you get a little bit of a deal if you buy the full bale. You get less of a deal if you buy the half bale, but some people can only take on a half bale. But yeah, for the half bale, you should get somewhere around 50 to 60 pieces. With the full bale, you should get somewhere around 100 to 120 pieces. And again, some of them are going to be flawed. You're going to have to work at them to get them into sellable condition. But I mean, you get them all delivered right to your door. That's the benefit of doing the bales. So that's the prices we're probably going to do. But I am going to make a video showing how to clean them and what to expect with each bale, because I think if I make that video and be fully transparent, like, hey, these pieces were flawed, these pieces are good sellable condition, this is what you should expect to wash, clean, this is what you should expect, then there's less people that will complain, because I know I'll still get complaints, but I want to try to limit the number of complaints. Tommy Bahama men's size 2XL, good pattern on this one. Again, $961 is what we paid. This one sold for $27. Another nice little Tommy Bahama sale. Have my own land and have the separate building for reselling and storage. Let's go. My warehouse inventory, storage, I can take time sorting and finding the money. Yes, yes. And the good thing is too, you can buy these bales now. I know it's not prime season for jackets and stuff like that to sell. But if you get them in, you take some time, slowly clean them and get them listed maybe in a month or two. Get them ahead of the Christmas season, ahead when it starts getting cold out. You already have good sellable inventory as soon as that first cold snap happens. So, and you're getting them cheaper because as it get closer to the cold weather season, the price of these bales are going to go up. Have to wait on the bale, car insurance, $800 due in 3 weeks. Yep, I gotcha. I gotcha. We'll have more available month after month too, depending on how this first round goes. So I'm going to save this one for last. Let's do this one. This is just a basic polo Ralph Lauren polo. I've been getting these wholesale. I only pay $4 a piece for basic polos like this. This one sold for $20.70. Nice little bread and butter sale. And I just need one of these. Slide this in and ship her out. 13 ounces. I think I only put 10, so buyer got a little deal on shipping on this one. Buyer paid $7 for shipping. I'm only paying $6.07. And then the last sale today is a good one. This is a retail arbitrage pickup. So I bought this from a retail online site to resell back online for a profit. It was a really good deal. I think I paid, I want to say it was like somewhere in the 30s for this. I'd have to go look and check. But these are a pair of brand new tag Canali men's pants. I don't know if you can see. Let me flip this over really quick. This is the label, if I can get it to flip. It's like stuck in there. Trying to get it to flip over. Come on. It's like stuck in there, but you have to trust me. These are brand new tag men's Canali pants. I bought these. Retail arbitrage, again, I think I paid right around $30. I got 2 pairs of these. This one sold for full asking price, $135. I had it listed for $149.99, but I have a 10% discount if you buy anything over $50 in my eBay store. So this person got these for $135. So I made a profit on these of around $80, sold both pairs for about that price. So I only paid I'd say somewhere around $80 for both pairs, and I made $160 on both pairs after fees and all that stuff. So nice little sale. I wish they had more of these. They only had 2 available when I saw them online. I bought both of the ones that they had available, and then they both sold. The first one sold just days after I listed it. This one took about a month to sell, but still really good sale. This one's going to go ground advantage. And skip. Buyer paid $13.20 for these. I'm only paying $7.96. What is retail arbitrage? Good question. Retail arbitrage is basically just going either to a retail store or buying online. Some people call it online arbitrage too. But basically you go to a retail store, you buy something, and your objective is to buy it and then resell it for a profit. So it's called retail arbitrage when you do that. Drive a truck for 30 years, did storage units in between jobs since the 90s. So I'm no rookie. Let's go. That's awesome. Let's go. Storage units. Never got into them, but although we live in Florida, I probably could do storage units. I probably definitely could do storage units because we have so many storage units facilities here. Lots of people, moving, lots of people passing away, and their storage units just come up available for sale, but I just don't have room for it. Maybe when we get to the new house and we have some room, I might be able to do it. So yeah, but that's it. I got a Pendleton shirt too that sold. I'm going to pack that up after the live. It's just a men's medium Pendleton shirt. I picked it up for $5 locally, and it sold for $24.99 plus ship, and I'll pack that up after the live. Electronic engineer before that. Can't find lots of Nintendo games. Can't find lots of Nintendo games to fix and sell. Nice. But no announcements today. I got a video coming out later today. I did do an order pull video. You'll see that later. You guys have already seen the orders, but yeah, got an order pull video coming out later today, and then that's all the announcements I have. We were going to go thrifting today, but it's already too late in the day to go thrifting. So we're definitely going to go thrifting tomorrow. I might even do a live thrift tomorrow morning on Whatnot because I can't do one on Thursday. Kayla's got to go to a field trip with one of our girls on Thursday. So might do a live thrift tomorrow morning, so look out for that. It's just going to be a pop-up live thrift. So if we do it, you'll see it on Whatnot. And then, of course, it'll be cross-posted to Facebook and YouTube as well. And then this weekend, just one Whatnot show. It'll probably be on Sunday. We're going to do a Patagonia and North Face show. Again, Caleb's doing his on Friday too. So he got one of the bales from us. He's going to be selling all that on Whatnot on Friday. So go hang out with him, buy some from him, and then come to our show and buy some from us. And then you can kind of see his pieces. Those are all coming straight from the bales that we're getting too. So if you see lots of good pieces in those bales, those are all coming from us. So future bales will be sold probably later this week too. We'll have to figure all that out.